Hello, Neha ji. Good evening.
Very good evening. How are you?
I am doing perfectly fine. What about you? How are you doing?
I would say growing and glowing
Mm-hmm.
with positivity.
Great. You always come up with something interesting, something new, and that's how we are learning from you.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I have decided not to ask you in a very regular way, how are you? But I forgot actually. So next time I'm going to ask you in a different way.
Yes, and we expect that from you. You
Mm.
know, you have raised the bar, so you
Oh,
always have to come up with something new. Now it has become a
okay.
responsibility for you. Right.
I'm
So
ready to shoulder the responsibility and I'll definitely try to. I can try to meet your expectations.
that's a spirit. And
Mm.
that's why we are so inspired from you and we look up to you, right? You're like our Didi.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you so much.
So, although
Hmm.
we have met many times, n number of times, we
Hmm.
haven't even counted, right? But there are some new members, those who have joined me recently. For them, would you like to introduce yourself?
Definitely, I would love to, though I want to skip this part, but yes, definitely. So my name is Neha Rana. I hail from the Apple State of India, Himachal Pradesh, and I live in Mohali, that is in Punjab. I am a proud homemaker and an enthusiastic online English instructor where I deal with my learners and I try to make them comfortable with this language. And I'm a mellophile. I love listening to music. It always works for me. I am polishing my communication skills and I am trying to give a meaning to my life. So
Hmm.
that's sufficient for today. And
Yes.
let's proceed with our
Uh-huh.
topic.
So you're trying to give meaning to your life and you sound meaningful to us, right? Okay,
Oh,
lovely
wow.
introduction. Lovely introduction. So, we are here today to
Thank you.
discuss a very important topic, and usually people struggle with this a lot, especially in villages, I would say, that when they don't have an English speaking environment, right? So, how to learn English in that case? So we're going to discuss that today, right? Something
Okay.
interesting, something we both have gone through, right? So, we can
Yes.
provide them some practical tips by which they can
Hmm.
approach this English speaking journey. They can kickstart their English speaking journey, right? So, would you
Yes,
like
actually.
to shed some light on this?
Hmm. Okay. I think this is a very nice topic actually, because though there are YouTube has a plethora of videos where people tell how to learn English, how to start learning, and how to create environment. Actually, when we start learning this language, the very first thing that is being told to us is to surround yourself with English. But the question arises how to do that. Okay, because I belong to a village, I know we can't do that because no one speaks English. And how to surround, there should be some guideline, there should be someone to guide us. We can't do it completely on our own, right? So the very first question that comes to our mind, that which platform to follow or which person to uh, find who can
Hmm.
guide us. Now, in terms of platforms, we all know we have a lot of options. There are certain very famous platforms, right? And so many people, they offer personal or private classes. I think as we do, we offer personal classes, one-on-one sessions, group sessions, and WhatsApp groups also. But the thing is, how to find a correct platform, because as a villager, now I am going to address those people who come from a rural setting. I'm not going to talk about those people who are already intermediate, who live in a posh city or posh
Hmm.
areas where there are a lot of offline options as
Right,
well as
right.
online options.
Hmm.
I'm just going to tell about or talk about those people who come from a rural setting. They have that hesitation to join very famous platform, or those platforms where tutors are so fluent, or they are so proficient, maybe they speak in a very good flow.
Hmm.
So those people have that fear to face the tutor or to
Mm-hmm.
face the expert, right? Uh, so they need someone whom they can resonate with, whom they can connect with, and whom they can feel comfortable with. So that is the first struggle, to find a platform or a tutor or an expert to guide them. Okay. Now, if you are not able to find anyone, now the question comes how to help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have some techniques. What we can do, just try to find English words for each and every object you see around you. Okay. Now we all have smartphones and we have internet connection. Okay. And one more point, let's say someone takes that step and that person joins a platform. In villages, we don't have that much connectivity,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is also again a struggle.
Right, but still
Okay.
they can go to a
So,
bookstore and get a book,
hmm,
where there are visuals and
hmm,
then written below that, like this is an
hmm.
apple, and then something like that.
Mhm. But the thing is, they actually no one wants to go for these lengthy methods or
Mm-hmm.
these methods where we need to put your our hard work, right? Because we already have books. If we have kids, so we have books also. But
Right.
they need, see, when it comes to learning this language, it's always like that. There could be some magic, and we just start speaking fluently,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the very first step, this practical technique I'm going to talk about, which I would do when I was a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to find words. I'm not talking about sentences, just words. Okay. I'm a homemaker. I cook food. So, you know what? I wasn't aware of names of spices. I have told this also. So,
Mm-hmm.
I took the help of my phone
Mm-hmm.
and I used to go to Google and I used to find names of all the spices, all the tools, right? So this is how I added vocabulary, because when you think of speaking, you need words.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sentences come later. So first, you should have sufficient vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
Then go for short sentences. Now this is how we are creating environment. When you are
Mm-hmm.
finding those words, in a way you are immersing yourself in thinking English. You are searching some words, meanings of some words in English. Okay, so in a way we have taken that very first step towards creating that environment
Mm-hmm.
without
Okay.
anyone's help.
So sorry to
Got my
interrupt you
point, no?
here. Sorry to
Hmm,
interrupt you
hmm,
here. Like when you said that you need to learn some words. So I have
hmm,
seen that people often go for this book, very famous book, Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis, right? So do you
hmm,
think it is
hmm,
effective? Is it good to cram up words, all the words over there, and then you can expect fluency? Is it practical?
hmm. The fluency is not something very random, which it's not going. I mean, you are not going to be fluent by adding some words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you need to choose the words you are adding. Are they are I mean, are those words handy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you are going to choose very offbeat words, which we hardly speak in our everyday life, so that is not going to work for you. So go for, as I mentioned, I am a homemaker. I choose spices name and tools name and maybe the all the vocabulary words from my daily life. If you are a
Mm-hmm.
student, go for those words which you come across. If you are
Right.
traveling, okay. So if you are working professional, you need to see, now you need to be smart enough. Okay, you need to be smart enough with your learning. And definitely, when you know words, you can make broken sentences or short sentences. That's how we can start talking to ourselves. Okay, what I used to do, now people don't want to stand in front of the mirror, they don't want to talk to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to do this technique. Let's say I'm standing in front of my mirror. So if I am combing or brushing my hair, so I would start explaining whatever
Mm-hmm.
I was doing. Okay, so that's what we can do. See, this is the practical technique. Nothing else is going to help you. Let's say if you join any platform, then also you need to speak up. I mean, they're going to give you a roadmap. Okay, and for half an hour, or let's say for 40 to 45 minutes, you are not going to, don't expect any magic, because it's about creating that environment for 24 hours. So, reading, writing, speaking, listening, all these have to go hand in hand.
Mhm.
Okay, choose anything which appeals you. Read short stories, listen to maybe some English songs. If you are not into listening to any stories or anything else, just listen to English songs. Okay, and before going to bed, make it your habit to write or to describe your day.
Mhm.
And the major point, reading aloud.
Yes.
Whatever you read, just read aloud. Don't
Mhm.
read in your head. That is not going to be beneficial for you. Okay,
Mhm.
so just read aloud. So now I would like to mm, you to
Yes.
take the
You've already
call.
covered
Yes.
many points in just one go. I was waiting for my turn. But yes, it's good that you have covered
Okay.
most of it, right? From my
Mhm.
point of view, I am completely on board when it comes to your thought. I would also say that you have to blend the language in your everyday life. Like when we were talking about that book, instead of learning random vocabulary, I would say, instead of learning random
Mm.
vocabulary, you should learn vocabulary as per your surrounding, right? And for
Surrounding.
that,
Yes.
creating vlog is the best thing to do, you know. When I create vlogs,
Mm.
I come across many things. Like, if let's suppose if I have to explain my background, if I have to describe my background in my vlog, and if I get stuck at
Mm.
any point, I get a new opportunity to learn that thing as well. And if I'm going
Mm.
with the flow, that is
Okay.
well and good. So every time you make a mistake,
Mm.
every time you get stuck, you get an opportunity to learn, right? And then what do? I go
Mm.
to Chat GPT, I search for that version of, how can I talk about this in English? And I learn it then and there, and I use it just after that. So I don't just let
Mm.
it go, right? I just
Mm.
make the most of that opportunity wherever I get stuck. This is the one thing I do, and I really appreciate doing it. Creating vlogs is the best thing
Mm.
to do because you do it around your surroundings, right? So, and
Mm.
whenever we talk about
Yes.
something, we talk about our surrounding, we talk about our experiences only, right? Okay.
Mm. Mm.
This is the one.
Exactly. Mm.
This is the one thing to do. Other than that, as you've just said, that mirror practice and thinking in English, I second your thought on this as well, because I have never done mirror practice, although, but I know that it's definitely
Mhm.
beneficial when you see yourself in mirror and talk to yourself in the mirror, but you think that
Yes.
person as someone else, right? So you're simply doing a role play, you're simply practicing your English, right? If you're not comfortable doing mirror practice, you can record your own videos, speaking on any topic or
Mm.
speaking on your own experience. Record your videos and then reflect back to the recording and see where you can improve. If you think like you're
Exactly.
not making eye contact or your body posture is not good, so try to improve that particular area, right?
Mm.
And the areas in which you're good, so you're well, I mean, you need not to work more on that, but try to find out the areas where you have to work, right? And work
Mm.
accordingly further. So this is also something you
Yes.
can do, right?
Right.
uh
Right.
mhm.
Actually. Mhm.
So what do you think? Communities, like, as you know, environment is something we should not seek for, but we can create our own environment, right? So what is the
Yes.
role of community here? Working in a community or joining any community for that matter.
It matters a lot. Truly, I tell you, I was not lucky or fortunate, because when I started, I wasn't aware of these kind of WhatsApp groups of, or even this is, see, now we have created this environment where we are talking to each other. This is what, if we are creating content for our channel, this is how we are working on our communication skills, right? But now I would like to add here that people are so lucky, learners are so lucky, because they get a lot of options in terms of WhatsApp groups. Okay, maybe Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I mean, we have created a group. I was never aware that this group will go in this way, and people are going to change their communication skills or work on their skills drastically. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
aware of this. Even I'm learning a lot of vocabulary on a daily basis, right? Every day. we come across a lot of vocabulary words. And when I interact with those members, those people who have joined our WhatsApp group, while expressing myself, while listening to them, I am helping myself a lot because I get to learn a lot. I can use the vocabulary I'm learning. So I can use those vocabulary words, those idioms and phrases with them. Okay. And when I introduce some idioms and phrases to them, it's kind of revision for me. So I'm revising my stuff. So this is how community plays a crucial role. And people are very fortunate. They are quite lucky because they are getting a lot of options or opportunities these days. Hmm?
So true,
What do
so
you
true.
say?
So true.
Mm.
I completely agree to that. And whenever you work in a community, that community never let you feel demotivated, right? Even when you feel
Yes.
discouraged in a midway, there are people who will lift you
Mm.
up, And when you see them practicing, you also feel like when they can do it, why can't I, right?
Exactly.
So you push each other
Mm.
through this journey, right?
Yes.
And
Mm.
you definitely enjoy working in groups, and you don't enjoy when you work alone, and you can't go a long way
Yes.
working alone. So, yes, it's better to work in a team
Mm.
and create your own army and shine together, grow together,
Mm.
learn together, and share your
Yes.
experiences, share your learning with each other. That's the best thing to do. As you have
Of
also
course.
mentioned, that when
Mm.
I share my learnings with people, so I myself is brushing
Mm.
I myself am brushing
Mm.
my communication skills or my learnings, right? So that's the best thing to do. You get in a complete environment there,
Yes.
right? So it's
Exactly.
there
And
is
one.
more than
Mhm.
WhatsApp group. There are many other groups or many other communities you can join. Like there are
Communities.
apps
Mm.
like CV is Fluency where you can practice your English on audio calls,
Mm.
right? And
Okay. Mm.
many other things, like there are many online platforms as well that
Platforms. Yes.
provides you classes, sessions, right? So you just simply have to explore on the
Exactly.
internet, and the environment
Mm.
is right in front of you. You simply have to explore things.
Explore, and yes, you can go for opt for those platforms which are pocket friendly, right,
Mm-hmm.
which meets your financial needs, or kind of, because I believe if you go for one-on-one sessions, we need to pay much
Yes.
more than
Mm-hmm.
groups, right?
Right.
And there are certain platforms which really cost an arm and a leg, I would
Mm-hmm.
like to add here, right? If we
True.
want to learn this language in a very professional surrounding, okay, because we get fascinated by with those advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be learning there with those people and I'll be grooming on a faster pace. But the thing is, if you want to go for a very famous or renowned platform, be ready to pay through your nose.
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. So, but there are some other options if you
Mm-hmm.
want to be smart enough with your learning. So you can choose different groups.
Mm-hmm.
And why
True.
to go far? We
Mm-hmm.
have our own WhatsApp group. So
Right.
this is not that I am, it's like a win-win situation actually
Mm-hmm. It is
for
worth
us and for our
promoting,
learners.
right? If it is not worth it, why would
Yes.
we talk
Hmm.
about it all the time? It is worth
Hmm.
promoting, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Right. Because in an affordable price, you will unlock
Mm-hmm.
lot of opportunities, and
Mm-hmm.
we have a team of experts which is always on its toes actually. I'm
Right,
talking
right.
about the team, right?
Yes.
So we all are always there to help you to solve their
Mm-hmm.
queries, to solve our learners queries.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we are trying to offer an affordable platform, a very safe and sound environment,
Mm-hmm.
especially
And
to
most
women, to
importantly,
women.
active participants. Sometimes
Active
you join
participants.
some groups
Yes.
and there all the participants are
Hmm.
on sleeping mode, right?
Yes,
So
actually.
from where you're going to
Hmm.
get some motivation, from where you're going to
Hmm.
get that opportunity to practice with your co-learners,
Practice.
right?
Yes.
Or maybe an expert. But when there
Hmm.
are active participants, so you get that motivation the whole day, the messages
Hmm.
will pop up every time. There would be messages, a stream of messages whenever you
Of
check your
course.
phone, right? And
Hmm.
not just a useless message, but always a learning. Always you'll get a sentence, maybe a
Yes.
vocabulary word or something like that. You
Hmm.
always get to learn something or the other whenever you
Hmm.
check your phone. Right.
Actually, this morning I
Mm-hmm.
conducted one session and it was about picture composition. You
Uh-huh.
won't believe I enjoyed it to the core. All the people, they come with lot of stories, and I mean, they were all set to put on their thinking caps, and I got a lot of ideas from them.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone enjoyed a lot. So this is how we can speak up. We can create that environment for ourselves. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because we have to create this environment. No one is going to do this for us.
True.
So we need to find
Yes.
right platform, those
Mm-hmm.
people who are dedicated enough, who are sensitive or sincere enough towards
Mm-hmm.
their learning, because we are not here to pass our time. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We both are putting our best foot forward,
Mm-hmm.
right? Our experts are putting their best foot forward,
Right.
and even our learners are very very active. They are
Mm-hmm.
quite dedicated,
Mm-hmm.
determined, I would say,
And curious too. They're
right?
very inquisitive. They would always
Curious,
come up
yes.
with something
Hmm.
creative, something new, and they would ask many
Hmm.
questions. Right?
Many questions, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So
Great.
it's like, I mean, they always keep their eyes on the prize. They never
Mm-hmm.
go here and there unnecessarily. So that's what I
Yes.
like about them. I must appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and then if any other point you want to include about creating that environment.
Mm-hmm. One very important point, and I always put emphasis on this, and that is shadowing practice, right?
Mhm.
So many people know about
Yes,
it, but there are many who don't know how to actually practice shadowing method, right? So for them,
practice.
would you like to
Mhm.
share something about it? And then I'll add up some points.
Okay. I tell you very honestly, when I started, I always tell this thing that I used to follow, and I still follow Priyanka Chopra.
Mm-hmm.
That time I was not aware that I am actually practicing or I am going for that shadowing practice, because I would imitate her. I would jot down each and every line, and then I would listen to her and I would repeat
Mm-hmm.
after her. And my focus was not only on her words, the body language, voice modulation. Okay, so she has a very famous short video where she talked about feminism, right? So there I practiced, I mean, for 100 times, I believe. And now I have actually, I have learned many of her dialogues, and
Mm-hmm.
many of my phrases
Mm-hmm.
directly, I mean, come from Priyanka Chopra's videos.
Right.
So shadowing practice is all about when you follow someone, when you like someone, you can just listen to that person. You can watch that person, how that person is speaking, is presenting himself or herself, and then you can imitate. Okay. And now one more thing, if you're watching, pause the video. Okay. Just listen to one line, pause it, and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we can do. Okay. So go for short videos. That's what I can tell you. And
Yes.
better in my if you want to follow my technique, so I used to write, then I
Mm-hmm.
used to cram, and then I used to practice. This
Mm-hmm.
was my technique.
Yes, and it's a good way because then you have
Hmm.
dialogues written in front of you and you'll not
Hmm.
feel
Yes.
puzzled when you try to do that
Hmm.
practice, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, you have to
Right. Huh.
keep an eye on the
Hmm.
subtitles, right? So you can do it without subtitles
Subtitles.
when you write it
Yes.
down. Yes, and sometimes people
Yes. And
it
while cooking, mhm,
yes, while
I
cooking.
was telling you
Mm-hmm.
that let's say I have written that those lines. So while cooking, I used to keep that diary in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to practice. So while
Okay.
cooking or just doing anything,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all about your determination. That's
True.
it. How
Mm-hmm.
determined you are towards your practice. Hmm.
Yes, yes, very nice. And I feel that you are giving a lot of motivation to people out there, especially women's, right? Because they are
Yes.
definitely very determined. It's
Mhm.
just that they don't know how to approach this language. They're simply struggling with it, right? But after this video, they're definitely
Yes,
going to get a
actually.
roadmap how to kickstart their English speaking journey, right? And when it comes to
Yes.
shadowing, what I do, I don't do it very often, But whenever I try to do sharing
Mm-hmm.
practice, I speak along with the speaker because I am at an intermediate or a pre
Hmm.
advanced level speaker. So I speak along with the speaker. I can match their pace. But for beginner level student or for
Hmm.
beginner level learner, you
Yes.
have to repeat after they speak, right? So this is something
Yes.
you can follow.
Hmm.
Reels
Yes.
is the best thing that they can follow for this short videos. And then they can also
Hmm.
go for
Short
children related
videos.
videos, you know, kids
Hmm.
stories, they can simply play one line, pause and
Exactly.
repeat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't have a book. I want to give a live example
Uh-huh.
because why I stressed on reading aloud. When we talk about reading, let me find any paragraph. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, now I tell you the difference between reading and speaking. Okay. I am just reading here now. Let's say that if I am rich, I can buy the book. If I have the purse, I can buy the book. If my father gives me money, I can buy the book. This is I mean, this is called reading. But let's say I'm speaking to you, okay, the same dialogue. So I'll be how I'll be working on my tone modulation and all. Okay, if I am rich, I can buy the book. If I have the purse, I can buy the book, right? If my father gives me money, I can definitely buy the book. So this is what people needs to understand
Mm-hmm.
because what I have observed many times, they just speak in that monotonous way without any expression, without any change in the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And while reading, why do we focus on reading aloud? Because when you read aloud, your tongue gets that exercise. It's a kind
Mm-hmm.
of exercise for your tongue that,
Right.
okay, I have to pronounce certain words. Okay. There
Mm-hmm.
are certain words simultaneously, exaggerate, and so many words are there which we feel little difficult while
Mm-hmm.
pronouncing.
Right.
I tell you, I would have to face that MTI,
Mm-hmm.
mother tongue influence. Oh my, still I have. I am working with my O sound, sometimes R sound. And I used to pronounce maintain as maintain because
Mm-hmm.
in Himachali we focus on A sound.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked a lot and still I am working. So this will take time actually.
Right, right.
It's a
But
matter of
initially, you
practice.
don't have to focus on these MTI issues and
Yes. Hmm.
pronunciation and
Yes.
everything. You just have to
Right.
start, right? Start speaking, no matter how many mistakes you are making, no matter how wrong you're speaking, but just start speaking, right?
Start speaking. That's why I'm telling people that I would face these kind of problems because
Mm-hmm.
when they see us speaking, so they feel that maybe they are fluent,
Mm-hmm. From
right?
the very
And they
first
don't
day.
have to very from the very first day. So it's not like that.
Uh-huh.
Our struggles are same.
Yes.
Only the thing is, we have started a bit early and
Mm-hmm.
now we have reached here. Still, we are
Mm-hmm.
working. Still, we are
Mm-hmm.
working and learning a lot, right? So, yes, it's all about immersing yourself in this language.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find different ways to practice this language to create this environment. I tell you, when I started recording my solo videos, it helped me a lot. Actually, this thing helped me a lot to become comfortable with this language because you learn how to make that eye contact with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
How to speak in that rhythm.
Right, right.
So these are the techniques. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these are the techniques.
Yes, yes. And let
Apart
me
from
let me
this,
not
there is
miss
no
this.
magic.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and let me not miss this. Create a YouTube channel for yourself. When I used to create
Mm-hmm.
videos when I was beginner that time, so whenever I used to create a reel, let's suppose. So if I don't like the
Mm-hmm.
reel, if I feel like no, I'm not good enough, I would create it again and again, maybe 10 to
Again,
15
again.
times till the
Yes.
time I get that perfection. So I was practicing
Hmm.
only. I was finding the areas where I need to work and then was doing it again and again, you know? So
Exactly.
we are doing it unconsciously when we create a YouTube channel for
Hmm.
ourselves and we want to present ourselves in the
Yes.
best way possible, you know?
Right. True
So this
that.
is something
Yes.
anybody can do.
Hmm.
Even
Yes.
when
And this is
Mhm.
mhm.
Even when you
This
don't
is the
want to
only way.
Yes, yes.
This
I
is the only way to
uh-huh.
create that environment, right?
Yes. And if you don't want to show your face, you
Mhm.
can go for a faceless channel and simply share vocabulary, maybe whatever
Exactly.
you're learning, you can share
Hmm.
vocabulary, give some examples, but don't cheat.
Hmm.
Don't read it and then
Huh.
create a video. Better you learn it
Huh.
and create when you
And
create video, just create it on your own,
hmm.
right?
Exactly. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and try to find those short sentences which you speak maybe every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as a mother with your children, right? Or if you are a man with your wife or with your
Mm-hmm.
mother, with your father. So make a list of those sentences and now see, are you able to translate those sentences in English?
Mm-hmm. Right.
This could be the technique because when I started learning this language, I used to find English equivalents for पर्दे लगा दो, पर्दे हटा
Mm-hmm.
दो, right?
Mm-hmm.
और बेड पे चादर बिछानी है,
Mm-hmm.
मुझे बाहर जाना है, घर के काम से बाहर जाना है. So I wasn't aware of household chores. We used to
Right.
say household stuff and kind of. So
Mm-hmm.
chores, I came to know that okay, घर के कामों को we say household chores, and
Mm-hmm.
when let's say I'm going out uh, to run some errands. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
घर के काम से जब हम बाहर निकलते हैं, so I'm going out to run some errands. This
Mm-hmm.
is to okay, I'm going out for something urgent. We used to make do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, jugaad. I wasn't aware. What do we call jugaad? A makeshift. This is a makeshift table, or I have to make do with this thing. मुझे
Mm-hmm.
काम चलाना पड़ेगा. This is actually, these are the words which I come across on a
Right.
daily basis
Yes.
as a homemaker.
Mm-hmm.
जुगाड़ चलाना है ना, चादर बिछाना, बर्तन धोना. And then what I did, let's say I came across that बर्तन धोना, मैं बर्तन धो रही हूँ, I am doing dishes. So now try it in different ways, maybe different tenses. है ना?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, I don't feel like doing dishes today. है
Mm-hmm.
ना? I have already done the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's your turn. या फिर I will do the dishes tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Right,
In this
right.
way.
Mm-hmm. So you
Okay,
have to put
let
some
me
extra
help.
effort. Hmm.
Hmm. So this is the trick. You need to expand the horizon of
Mm-hmm.
your learning. Okay, by experimenting with your learning.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You can't be so fixed with one thing. Okay, my teacher told me bartan dhona to do the dishes, that's it. No. Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
have to frame more and more sentences.
Yes. So here
That's how
comes
we can
into the
learn. Mhm.
picture basic knowledge of tenses, right? Only then you can
Yes,
frame these
yes.
sentences. And when you spoke about your everyday sentences, so it will help you in thinking in
Hmm.
English as well. Because the first thought
Exactly.
will come to your mind in English only.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you'll always think in Hindi first, then you'll translate in English,
Hmm.
and that's a long process. And it is going to hamper your
Yes.
fluency as well.
True that. Why to see while learning, don't ask your kids, मुझे पानी का गिलास दे दो ना, get me a
Mm-hmm.
glass of water, book
Yes.
दो, pass me that book. These are short sentences.
Mm-hmm.
And if when we talk about grammar, so I never go with that traditional approach. My way of introducing parts of speech is quite different, quite unique. I maybe I have told this thing. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
this is a pen. Okay, so this is a tool. We all know this is a tool, and we use it to write. We all know. But do you know? Once I was reading a short story book, "The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Wolf." There I came to know that we use. I mean, pen is a place where we keep the cattle. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's the kind of it's a place with the fencing, and people keep their cattle there. So we call it a pen, bada,
Yes,
kind
yes.
of.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. And then I can tell a lot of idioms, phrasal verb with while when we add a preposition with a verb, it acts as a phrasal verb. So
Mm-hmm.
this is how we can go with certain parts of grammar
Mm-hmm.
without directly getting into those.
Right. So here you're breaking the
Mhm.
stereotypes and you're introducing your own practical methods, which would help
Yes.
them getting fluency even faster,
Hmm.
you know. And if you'll
Yes,
go with all
actually.
these traditional methods, so it might take
Hmm.
you a year or maybe 2 years or something like
Hmm.
that. You'll be
Yes,
reading grammar
absolutely.
first, and then
Hmm.
I don't know what are the steps after that, but they will definitely go
Yes, a
for
lot of
grammar
work.
first.
True that. So when you are going for spoken English, just focus on your speaking part. Don't bother much about grammar or any other thing. Just try to speak up, try to come out of your comfort zone. Okay. Once you are comfortable with this language, you can follow certain grammatical rules and all.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So that should
Fluency
be the
comes first
strategy.
and accuracy
Simple.
later.
Hmm.
Once you
Yes.
reach that intermediate level,
Hmm.
then work on your accuracy and grammar, right?
Exactly.
Okay, lovely. So
Hmm.
thank you so much for these wonderful insights, I must say. And it is always worthwhile talking with you, discussing something important with you. And definitely you are my go-to person whenever it comes to some important discussion, and especially related to English. So let us conclude this session. The key points that we have discussed today is mirror practice. I mean
Hmm.
the key points that we have discussed today are mirror practice, shadowing, thinking in English, working in
Hmm.
community, reading aloud, writing or journaling,
Yes.
and at last, motivation and consistency, right? You always have to
Exactly.
feel
Hmm.
motivated. You always have to be positive whenever you are on this journey, right? No matter how many struggles you
Right.
face, no matter how many ups and downs, but stay consistent
Hmm.
throughout and you'll see a change. So, at the end, would you like to share
Exactly.
something?
Yes, only one thing that
Mhm.
your vibe attracts your tribe. So we have a tribe for you people who want to practice in a very safe and surround and sincere environment. Come and join our WhatsApp group for just rupees 500, right? It's not
Mhm.
a big amount. We can
Right.
easily contribute rupees 500 for our learning,
Mhm.
and you will see a drastic and remarkable change, not only in your
Definitely.
speaking, but in your personality.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, then thank you so much for coming here, for being with us, and we're definitely going to meet again very